Good morning. We are about to begin. If we could begin with the Star-Spangled Banner. We offer the opportunity for all to stand for the Star-Spangled Banner. You may be seated for the processional of our students. Good morning. Hello, graduates. Thank you to both our choir, under the direction of Miss Sarah McDonald, and our band, under the direction of Miss Amanda Kaus. Graduates, you may be seated. Well, here we go. For the final time with this fine group, good morning, Panthers. This is Mr. Breen, your principal, coming to you this time live on stage from the graduation ceremony for the Century High School class of 2025. We do this once per year to celebrate our 385 accomplished students. To use the parlance of our high schoolers' time, receiving your diploma today is def, a Sigma move, no cap, and the caps and gowns are fire drip. For those who have no idea what I just said, I don't know either. This year, our staff had to take steps to try and figure out what this type of communication meant. Please consult your student or ChatGPT for a full translation. Suffice to say, welcome to the Century High School graduation ceremony to celebrate our class of 2025. This is Century's 26th graduating class in its short but proud history. What a great day to be a Panther. I would like to acknowledge the presence of many important people who have helped our graduates reach this important day. The staff of Century High School, who are seated off to my right, if you could please stand for a moment to be recognized. I'm also joined on stage by Mr. Josh Irwin and Miss Jaden Glenzinski, who will be reading names today. Also on stage with me, Dr. Kent Bickel, our superintendent, members of our Rochester School Board, Reverend Don Barlow, Kathy Nathan, Karen McLaughlin, Stephanie Whitehorn, and Dr. Jean Marvin. I'd like to thank the momentous efforts of the Mayo Civic Center and Century staff for helping to prepare for this event, particularly the tireless work of Don Foppel and our amazing administrative assistants and ESPs. And especially, I'd like to thank the families, caregivers, and friends of our graduating students. At this time, we would like to recognize those students and any others in attendance who are or will soon begin serving in our nation's military. Ava Austin, U.S. Naval Academy. I got a few names, so we'll maybe go through the names and then we'll do our applause. Thank you. Aiden Johnson, Marine Corps. Joseph Johnson, Army National Guard. Samuel Johnson, Air Force. Samuel Moberg, Air Force. Alhamis Muyanja, Army National Guard. Madeline Schmidt, Army. And Isabella Zempel, National Guard. If there are any others present who are currently serving, we appreciate and applaud your efforts and your service as well. There is one student not with us today, and we all would have wished otherwise. Davin Tukwa was a member of this class and a friend to so many. We continue to extend our sympathies to Davin's family. Davin is remembered here today. A chair in the first row holds several noteworthy items that commemorate Davin's life and his tragically shortened time at Century. We now have the good fortune of hearing from three of our graduates. Wanjala Carlson, Farah Shaki, and Anusha Mozemel have valuable messages to share with all of us. First, could we please welcome to the stage Miss Wanjala Carlson.
Hello, my name is Wanjala Carlson, and I'm honored to have the opportunity to speak in front of you today. Century High School, for all its parking lot messiness, has surely led us on the right path, here to our graduation. For all of us, we have worked hard, whether at sports, clubs, homework, or a mixture of the three, and each of us should take a moment to smile, breathe, and realize that we have done something wonderful. Let us be reflective, empowered, and hopeful as we journey through our past, present, and future. In our past, we have enjoyed many moments together, many late-night FaceTimes, studying hours, club competitions, game days, concerts, and 4 whole years. I hope we can be proud of the ways we have changed and stayed the same, and be even more proud of each other in another 4, 8, or 10 years. The days were long and the months short, but we carried each other through. We learned to share hallways, classrooms, and bathrooms with people who were different than us. It may have frustrated us, annoyed us, or made us take an extended stay in the hallway, but we learned to give our knowledge and share with one another. Reflect on all the good you have done and all the ways we can be better. So now, in our present, dressed in our blue and silver, we are going out to take care of the world around us. Thank, hug, and remember those who have loved you at your highest and lowest over these 4 years. And maybe say hi to someone new and unfamiliar, because it's still not too late to make a new friend. We, as people, are temporary, but the love we give others and how we treat them is permanent. And in this moment, we are made to share our skills, talents, and passion with others, to be generous with who we are, even if that means just holding a door or sharing a smile. Stay empowered to give knowledge, kindness, and joy out like it's free, because it is. For our future, let us be hopeful about the impact we can make. We have learned in difficult situations to be thoughtful. Life, in its unique way, has made us question what is humane and inhumane, just and unjust, right and wrong. Within our school walls, we have witnessed examples of the right and wrong ways to treat each other, even within ourselves. And outside of our school walls, we've witnessed wars, protests, and polarization that have given us the opportunity to learn what is beautiful and what is not. And so now, with our sharp eagle eyes, fast typing fingers, and loud young voices, we set out into the world hopeful that we can always stand up for what is right and be critical of what is wrong. With this reflection, empowerment, and still glistening hope, we now leave school with joy, maybe some relief, and gratitude in our hearts for our parents, caregivers, and teachers who showed up and smiled for us every single day. You have given us something irreplaceable. Class of 2025, let us go into these next years with joy, enthusiasm, and hope for the world around us. Be proud and remember that it's a great day to be a Panther. Thank you.
Thank you, Wanjala. At this time, we will welcome Farah Shaki to the stage.
Hello, teachers, staff, friends, family, and most importantly, graduates. My name's Farah, and for those who don't know me, we went to high school together. It's easy to think of this moment as the starting line, that after today, we're finally on the journey of becoming who we're meant to be. But the truth is, we've been on that journey for a long time. High school wasn't just a waiting room. It wasn't just a warm-up. This was real life. Messy, sensational, overwhelming, stressful, intuitive life. And whether we realized it or not, we were becoming ourselves this entire time. Each and every one of us is a collection of all the people we've met. We're a collection of all the experiences we've been through, every joke we've told, the chances we've given, the mercy we've gotten, the silence we've broken, and the peace we've found. Everything you've been through has led you to be who you are, sitting right in that chair, and that's the reality of growing up. So today is not about the start or the end of something. It's about pausing to see where we've been and where we are now. It's about looking back to our younger self and letting them know that they'll be okay. It's about thanking ourselves for pushing us and thanking the people around us who shaped us. So, class of 2025, let's celebrate the people that we've become. Let's look back to where we've been, no matter how cringe or naive, and thank ourselves for making us the warriors that we are now. Let's look back at all the friendships, the heartbreaks, the bad choices, the VPN downloads, and know that they all matter because they made us who we are. And when it comes to the people that we're becoming, let's feel everything that we need to feel. Feel angry, excited, overwhelmed, anxious, and free. And when we get scared, let's take our collections, our mosaics, our wisdom, look fear straight in the eye, and keep on walking.
Thank you, Farah. And our final student speaker, Anusha, please make your way to the stage.
Thank God there are railings on those stairs. Good morning, everyone. If you don't know me, my name is Anusha Mozamo. Before I start my speech, I'd like to say thank you to my parents for being the reason why I'm standing here right now. They've been with me through thick and thin, and without them, I wouldn't be here at all. It's my personal goal that by the end of my speech, I'll have made my dad shed a single tear. Maybe even a sniffle, but that might be aiming too high. And I know my mom's been crying since I said good morning. Now, can everyone please close their eyes? Every single person in this room, students, family, friends, teachers, and faculty members, please close your eyes. To the family and friends of the graduating class, that blackness that you see behind your eyelids, savor it. Because as soon as you open your eyes, you know it'll all feel different. Do you remember your kids on the first day of kindergarten? Their backpacks were probably bigger than their entire bodies. Every bit of support and encouragement you have gave your child throughout their lives has accumulated to this day. You all have mastered the act of showing up, like you're doing right now, and for that, thank you. To the faculty, you formed not only our experiences for the past 4 years, but have also laid the foundation for who we are as individuals for the rest of our lives. Whether we were the reason that you took that extra cup of coffee in the morning, or the reason why you carry a stash of Jolly Ranchers at your desk, every student in this room will never forget the impact that you had on them. You unselfishly shared your knowledge and time to nurture our budding minds, and for that, thank you. To the class of 2025, assuming that you all still have your eyes closed, what do you see? Like, actually, what do you see? Probably nothing. just a blank canvas, a fresh start. The moment you graduate, that's what life will become. But for the next 4 years and beyond, that empty space will slowly start to fill. You'll paint a mural of experiences, sculpt chains of memories, and create mosaic of adventures. And that once blank space will become a gallery. What you use to fill that space is life. Your eyes will become wide open. You'll face unimaginable hardships and touch unimaginable dreams. It's scary to not see, literally and figuratively, what the future holds for you. But right now, if you're still closing your eyes, bask in that emptiness. That feeling of new beginnings and possibility is settling in. Now open your eyes. Before you let the excitement of your future fill you, take a moment to reflect on your past. Think back to the halls of Century, the 10 bathrooms that all seem to be locked at once, that double-sided mirror that you probably didn't know was a double-sided mirror. All these seemingly mundane experiences that you'll actually, in fact, miss. When you begin traversing to your next milestone, don't forget this rocky road that led you here. Every small pebble in your path is a memory that forged who you are right now. Remember the small things, and suddenly life gets so much bigger. But before you go to your next milestone, don't forget your roots. It is the best day to be a Panther. Congratulations and goodbye, class of 2025. It was an honor serving as your student body president.
Thank you, Anusha. Now, if you would please join me in welcoming our staff speaker, Century Social Studies teacher, Mr. Victor Robinson, whom the students selected to offer this year's staff address.
I too would like to thank some people in my life, my parents and my brother and sister, my wife who has endured endless nights of watching me grade papers, or at least pretend to. Graduates, some of my 9th grade students would want me to express that you look drippy. The young cool teachers over here would say you look fly. Up here, groovy. I have the honor of bringing a message from the teachers and staff who have labored beside you these past 13 years. A plan must be laid, a commitment must be made, and a price must be paid. Throughout history, an estimated 100 billion people have lived on Earth. 8% of that total number is alive right now. You and I have been born into a web of plans and commitments that we had nothing to do with. Sometimes we benefit from these plans. I give you Rochester, Minnesota, tip of the spear in medical technology and opportunity. Imagine the plans and commitments made every day to keep this city running. While Rochester has an amazing record, some of the plans of others, of those 8 billion, both far and near, have terrible cost. It can be frustrating and confusing and painful to see how people are left behind, and some are hurt by the ignorance and brutality of our inherited decisions. As a history teacher, I could become very cynical while showing my students the pain inflicted by colonization, racism, and war. A plan must be laid, a commitment must be made, and a price must be paid. That's from a book, Put Your Dream to the Test by John C. Maxwell. I never read that book. I only heard this statement on TV many years ago from a television personality, and it stuck with me. How do we make the world a better place with our own plans and dreams? Well, we have to plan for and dedicate ourselves to wisdom and integrity. And we need to do this because wisdom and integrity is the path to experiencing happiness and joy. Plans, commitments, price tags. How's it going? Where's the joy? It's in the journey. Let me give you an unexpected example from my youth. There were two young children living on a small farm in rural Minnesota, elementary kids. One was called Vince, and one was called Mr. Robinson. And their dad had made a slab of cement for the driveway, one slab of cement within 4 miles. And he had to use it to ride his bike with his cowboy boots, and I had to use it for my dream of playing basketball professionally. Push came to shove, and more pushes came to more shoves, and I wound up standing above him with that basketball raised above my head and him on his back looking at me and daring me to throw it. I made a plan. Wasn't wise. I brought it down on his stomach as hard as I could, and then I saw why it wasn't wise, because I had awakened the demon child. When my brother made a plan and committed to it, there was no stopping him, and so I ran. I ran for the woods, and as I heard those boots gaining on me, I doubled back to the house to the safety of mother. And as I heard those boots behind me now again, heading toward the house, and all of a sudden they stopped. And I go, why did the boots stop? And then I turned around just as the rock was leaving his hand. And of course, in my professional athletic wisdom, I ducked. And the rock went right over my head, bounced off the ground, right through the most expensive window in the house. And then everything stopped. And we waited for the proclamation of doom. My mother came out of the house and said those words, "Wait until your father gets home." And we waited all day. We became fast friends that day as we waited and as we knew that we were going to die. My dad was a sergeant in the military. He had no problems thinking of his 2 little boys as his last privates. And we were doomed. Finally, as we're standing on the hill overlooking the house, my dad drove up the driveway, went around the house where we couldn't see him, opened the car door, wait for it, opened the house door, wait for it, opened the house door again. There he is. He sees us on the hill, and we froze, and we waited, and he came very slowly up the hill. And he looked at both of us and he said, "You had to do it, didn't you?" Then he looked at my brother and he said, "You're going to have to pay for that window." My brother, unbeknownst to me, had his own plans and commitments that day. I don't know when he did it, but somehow he got it in his pocket, his entire life savings. And he reached into his pocket and he held up $7 to my dad and he said with a trembling lip, "Here, take it all." And I stood there like the family idiot, saying nothing. My dad reached down and took it and walked away. Where was the joy? The joy now is realizing that I saw my little brother grow to be a man before me at that moment. He was willing to pay the price for that window. I wasn't. He knew he would be in debt for a long time, but he stood there with resolve. My dad and I were both speechless at the bravery. The joy comes from the journey. It's pretty cool that so many teachers and principals, parents, mentors, cooks, custodians, coaches, teammates, and friends have committed to bringing you to this graduation time of decisions. Once in a while, with celebrations like Pep Fest, proms, banquets, graduation ceremonies, and parties, we get to experience together the joy of this journey. At these celebrations, we reset our story and we purposefully leave the painful moments behind, not forgotten, but put in their rightful place of learning. They are part of the journey, and along with our challenges, relationships, and accomplishments, they contribute to our combined wisdom. As their representative today, allow me to conclude with a blessing from your elementary, middle, and high school teachers. May you make your plans and commitments with wisdom and integrity. And may you find ways to joyfully celebrate each moment of the journey. Carry on, class of 2025, with our congratulations and our blessing.
Thank you, Mr. Robinson. At this time, if we could please ask everyone to direct your attention once again towards Miss McDonald and our Century Choir as they perform Until We Meet Again. Thank you, Century Choir and Miss McDonald, once again. We are now fortunate to hear from our visionary leader of our school district, Dr. Kent Pickell. Dr. Pickell.
Thank you, Mr. Breen. Welcome, families, staff, friends. Thank you for coming, giving me my annual opportunity to wear my Harry Potter costume. And to the graduates, I want to take a few moments to tell you about something that happened recently, an experience that I had with my son, Adam, that I think might be useful to you as you head out into your adult lives. So Adam is 24, and he's working at his first job after college at an investment bank in New York City. In March, I flew out to help him after he had knee surgery to fix an injury that's bothered him since he played high school basketball. So I got there the night before his surgery, and I figured we could go out for dinner, but Adam couldn't get away from his job, and in fact, he ended up working past midnight. It turns out that in the high-pressure world of investment banking, marathon work days are standard, even the night before you have major surgery. So the next morning, we got up and went to the surgery center at New York University, and the operation went well. And afterward, I got an Uber and got Adam back to his apartment, which, by the way, is one of those one-room studios where the bed pulls out from the wall. And he went to sleep while the painkillers after the surgery were still very much doing their job. Then came the morning after the surgery. Adam was still in bed, clearly in pain, when his phone rang. It was his office. They needed him to update a spreadsheet for a client meeting that afternoon. So there he was, the day after surgery, cradling his laptop on one leg, gritting his teeth while he typed through the pain. I sat there watching, and I thought, I'm glad he's in investment banking and not brain surgery or an airplane pilot, because nobody should do anything really serious on that many painkillers. When Adam hung up the phone, he said a few choice words that I can't repeat here. And then I asked, don't they know you just had major surgery? Of course they do, he said. But all that matters is getting the deal. For the rest of the day, the calls kept coming, and Adam kept working. Now, I know he got the proposal done. I don't know if his bank got the deal. But that experience with my son Adam got me thinking about something that I hope all of you in the class of 2025 will remember as you begin the next chapter of your life. It's getting the balance right between challenge and support. By challenge, I mean doing things that aren't easy. Challenge means being pushed, stretched, and sometimes uncomfortable. By support, I mean having people around you who help you complete tasks and achieve goals. Support means feeling like you matter, that you're not alone, and that someone cares about you. Whatever type of college you attend, whatever job you hold, whatever relationships you build, I hope you'll aim for a balance of challenge and support. Now, to help you visualize that balance, I brought a graph with me, and I know all of you are saying, yes, a graph. As you can see, on the vertical axis, it shows how challenged you feel in a situation or a relationship. The higher up you are, the more difficult or demanding the situation is. The horizontal axis shows how supported you feel. If you're on the far end of the line, it means you are getting lots of help and encouragement. If you're at the beginning of the line, it means you're pretty much on your own. And now I have one more graph for you, but I promise it's the last graph you will ever see in your career in Rochester Public Schools. This graph illustrates the 4 different situations that you can find yourself in depending on how much challenge and support you experience in that class, on that job, or in that relationship. Box 1 is where Adam is on his job right now at that investment bank. It's high challenge and low support. Life in box 1 can be draining and lonely, and it can lead to major burnout if you stay there too long. In box 2, you experience low challenge and low support. You're not asked to do too much, and no one really helps either. It sounds relaxing, but eventually it starts to feel pointless. Time passes, but you feel like you're going nowhere. In box 3, you experience high support and low challenge. It feels comfortable, but in that comfort, you don't grow. You never get to feel the satisfaction of doing something hard and meaningful. And then there's box 4, which is where the magic happens. That's where you experience high challenge and high support. It's like climbing a mountain with somebody who's already been to the top, pointing out the path, cheering you on, and telling you you've got this. Now, life in Box 4 isn't easy, but it's where you learn, you grow, and you thrive. I guess and I hope that you've already experienced what Box 4 can feel like. Maybe a teacher over there at the Century faculty set very high expectations for you, but worked with you every step of the way to help you meet those expectations. Maybe a coach or a friend or a family member believed in you before you believed in yourself. Take just a second now to think of that person who combined challenge and support in your life. If they're here this morning, find them after this ceremony and say, "You were a Box 4 person in my life. Thank you for that." Now, that might feel awkward, it might feel a little dorky, but I promise you it will mean more to them than you can imagine. In fact, I gave this speech at the graduation ceremony a couple days ago for students in your class in our LEAP program. And when I urged those graduates to tell someone in the room that they were their Box 4 person, one of the members of the class of 2025 looked right out in the audience and he went like this. I bet the person he pointed at will remember that moment for the rest of their life. And here's one more thing. Don't just look for Box 4 people, be one. Push others to be better. Walk with them when it's hard. Support someone in their climb because someone supported you in yours. Now, for any of you still thinking about my son Adam out there in New York, you should know that he is up and around and his knee is healing well. He's still working hard at the investment bank, but I'm confident he won't be stuck in Box 1 at work forever. In fact, just between us, he's looking for a new job. Though I should add that if, by the way, one of the managers from his investment bank is in the room, this whole story has been a complete lie to give these graduates a bit of inspiration for the future. He loves his job and he's staying there forever. Class of 2025, during your years in Rochester Public Schools, you have been given the tools to build your Box 4. You have the knowledge, the skills, the habits to succeed, so go out and do it. And when life gets tough, and you wonder whether the walls of your Box 4 can stand up against the pressure, picture all of us at Rochester Public Schools standing inside that box with you, challenging you to keep pushing forward and supporting you every step of the way. Congratulations.
It is now my privilege as principal of Century High School to present to you and to School Board Representative Dr. Jean Marvin the Century Class of 2025. Our students here have successfully met all of the graduation requirements as determined by the Minnesota Department of Education and the Rochester Public Schools School Board. Dr. Jean Marvin, would you please come forward to accept the Century Class of 2025?
On behalf of the Rochester School Board, it is with great pleasure that I accept the Century High School Class of 2025, having met all the requirements set forth for graduation from Rochester Public Schools. Congratulations, Panthers.
Graduates, please recall as we come up to receive our diploma jackets, we will go and loop around our staff area. I encourage you to try and connect visually, at least, with your loved ones in the room as they are feeling an immense sense of pride, I am sure, as you prepare for this next step. The class of 25 will now be recognized. The names of the graduates will be read by Century multi-language teachers, Mr. Josh Irwin and Miss Jaden Glenzinski. Because the list of names is extensive and our time is limited, please hold applause until all names have been read and remain respectful throughout so that the name of each graduate is heard in the arena and on the live stream. Please note, several of the graduates are not in attendance due to participation in postseason competitions today, but their names will be read to honor their achievements along with those present. Graduates, recall, you will exit your row in the direction to your left, my right, and line up around the staff sections. Mr. Josh Irwin will now begin reading the names.
Cheyenne Jilson. Caleb Seward. Gideon Wilkins. Eric Dang. Addison White. Abdulrahman Alababi. Congratulations. Sami Abdallah. Nadir Abdi. Halima Abdullahi. Logan Duwandi. Wyatt Ross. Yaqub Abdullahi. Jocelyn Abraham. Nawal Adin. Mihraj Adaway. Sarah Ahern. Abdirahman Ahmed. Sabir Ahmed. Samira Ahmed. Norohuda El Jumaili. Abdul Razak Al Ani. Afra Al Alo Al Hamdani. Tay Alcott. Asha Ali. Ayub Ali. Soredo Ali. Abdullah Al-Jubori. Travell Altman Harris. Navi An. Liesel Anderson. Delaney Argo. Roberto Arroyo. Luis Atenco Cortez. Ava Austin. Kadra Awad. Khalid Awad. Joseph Balsanic. Finley Barthelme. Annika Bartus. Aubrey Beedling. Ash Berg. Gabriella Berg. Ashlyn Bergmeyer Wilson. Elijah Bukema. Aisharya Bhattacharya. Akash Butterai. Gianna Biederman. Alexa Borman. Mallory Bottomiller. Christine Lisa Bolden. Liv Boyum. Michael Bradshaw. Spencer Bratvold. Cole Brodeen. Catherine Bruce. Christine Brunn. Brady Bookman. Joseph Beekler. Eliana Burnett. Alexander Calvert. Jose Campos Morales. Roberto Campos Morales. Brian Calendario Vasquez. Alexander Chow. Wanjala Carlson. B. Carmichael. Devin Carter. Jerry Castro. Mia Sarah. Lillian Cheney Smith. Annie Church. Ellen Clapier. Noah Clark. Ruby Clark. Sophia Comfair. Shulamite Comfort. Joseph Corrigan. Aaron Cowell. Aaron Crane. William Curry. Beatrice Daly. Ella Davis. Ava Decker. Caden Decker. Cristal Delgado Gasca. Zoe DiRienzo. Brecken DeWeese. Lindsay Dickinson. Jocelyn Dominguez. Julia Doppelhammer. Ariana Dulick. Briley Earl. Ava Eckerman. Richard Edge. Sarah El Khalifa. Nade Ellingson. Samuel Elliott. Shakir Elzain. Elise Erickson. Olive Erickson. Max Evanson. Cameron Faber Petit. Joseph Feeks. Keena Ferguson. Jack Finke. Isabella Fisher. Alyssa Fogg. Kenneth Folstad. Alejandro Fonseca. Caden Forhan. Zachary Forsher. Didier Franco Alonso. Jessica Fredine. Alex Friedel. Tatiana Folsom. Brianna Fur Nelson. Tamaya Gaines. William Galena Castro. Megan Gamble. Manuel Garcia Rosales. Todd Gasner. Lydia Gog. Sophia Geary. Aiden Gibbs. Austin Gibson. Haley Gilbertson. Abigail Gilland. Colby Goldstein. Sarah Griffin. Callie Gullickson. Krithik Guramkanda. Emma Kathleen Haas Gaffrin. Ashton Hale. Rylan Halfman. Salah Hamid. Jaslyn Hannenberger. Riker Hansen. Cadence Hansen. Kyan Harmon. Ayub Hassan. Ilyas Hassan. Our next graduate is Olga Verifar Hassan. Vivian Hatlevig. Cooper Hedin. Marin Hemmingson. Jack Henderson. Damon Hang Ma. Justly Hang. Anna Henriksen. Joseph Henriksen. Susanna Hernandez. Evan Killian Hare. Eric Hill. Alexia Hinson. John Hoffman. Natalie Hami. Andrew Homirapek. Ryan Horsey. Gabrielle Horseman. Leah Hovde. Madison Howard. Sophie Wong. Addison Hushka. Ahmed Hussein. Our next graduate is Basmala Hussein. Jack Hyber. Tracker Highland. Gabriella Erke. Stefan Erke. Gabriel Ingersoll. Marina Engvoldson. Jasavian Jackson. Bailey Jacobson. Merlin Harkin Apollonio. Adair Harkin Candelario. Alyssa Jack. Chloe Jenkins. Wiley Jensen. Alexander Johnson. Aiden Johnson. Tanaya Johnson. Demetrius Johnson. Demila Johnson. Jaden Johnson. Joseph Johnson. Kirsten Johnson. Samuel Johnson. Dylan Jones. Dax Jones Struckman. Shivam Joshi. Landon Cans. Jacob Kier. Owen Kelly. Dayton Kincaid. Lennon King. Tate Glosson. Kelsey Kolb. Grace Crum. Noah Coons. Alexander Kuzmirik. Joshua Key Before. Gianna Lamb. Connor Lang. Kyle Lappy. Devin Lauer. Sandra Levy. Yunju Lee. Braden Lennis. Cassie Lewis. Danica Lewis. Mason Lewis. William Lee. Alexis Lilly. Iris Lin. Hengshu Lu. Sophia Lu. Demario Lott. Brady Liu. Levi Lavelle. Daniel Lubrick. Savannah Loic. Chase Lucier. Christine Lund. Wyatt Lundstrom. Sabrina Liu.
Emily Ma. Matab Magzub. Sophie Marovish. Isare Malone. Rain Manselman. Olivia Manento. Elizabeth Marquez. Michaela Mathis. Maya Matthews. Liliana Matsky. Maxwell McClelland. Maxine Mayer. Owen McMaster. Brennan McWilliams. Amaris Meeks. Hudson Meyer. Elijah Michelson. Isaiah Milland. Josephine Mill. Ethan Miller. Aaron Mills. Margaret Mitchell. Samuel Moberg. Hussein Muhammad. Hussein Muhammad. Nadira Muhammad. Najib Muhammad. Najma Mahmood. Our next graduate is Sabir Muhammad. Sabrina Muhammad. Samader Muhammad. Siham Mahmood. Isabella Mullen. Leon Monosmith. Christopher Morales Martinez. Gabrielle Marara. Aubrey Morris. Casey Morrissey. Olivia Morrissey. Gabrielle Morse. Jeremiah Mua. Anusha Mazamo. Hibak Mumin. Our next graduate is Chloe Murphy. Gabe Musa. Alhamis Mayanja. Michael Nail. Jeremy Nakla. Aiden Nesham. Lauren Nessler. Naomi Nievenheim. Lam Nguyen. Josiah Niederstadt. Liam Norton. Victoria New Tankum Vang. Alice O'Byrne. Karwa Olagi. Alexis Oliver. Adelaide Olson. Aiden Olson. Connor Olson. David Olson. Logan Olson. Vincent Oltianu. Sadia Omar. Our next graduate is Amy Amwamba. Abdi Osman. Ajulu Othal. Lillian Outcalt. Joran Overton. Samuel Owusu. Emmanuel Papadakis. Thompson Parlett. Connor Passy. Evan Patnow. Andrew Paul. Mia Pena. Indira Peng. Brianna Fawn. Jacob Philo. Simon Pirrett. Zion Prozek. Shabnam Cotter. Angel Cuivero Marquez. Madeline Rand. Caroline Reichard. Rennie Reichard. Jessica Rederath. Alec Rhodes. Gavin Rice. Haley Rice. Kylan Richards. Alan Rico. Akwat Reek. Coffee Rittman. Julia Rauschel. Carlos Rodriguez. Bianca Roman Kirindango. Sylvia Romy. Wyatt Ross. Isaac Rothschild. Zoe Royston. Michael Ruff. Eleanor Rule. Nathan Runya. Eliza Rutledge. Abigail Rissman. Spencer Sage. Elijah Sass. Micah Satelli. Gianna Schaefer. Isaac Schaller. Lana Shart. Braden Schmeichel. Madeline Schmidt. Tyler Shonoff. Isabella Schrant. Ashton Shooter. Isaac Schwanke. Sky Seacane. Piper Sell. Isabella Cerna. Esme Severson. Kane Severson. Farah Shockey. Lincoln Sheeran. Cecily Shumway. Nico Sakati. Caleb Sinkiao. Miriam Sinagua. Catherine Sitt. Braxton Small. Adam Smart. Ireland Smith. James Snow. Luz Solano Guerrero. Jorge Salih. Maya Sorensen. Marcos Soto. Owen Spaeth. Carter Spearman. Ryan Spear. Amanda Spohr. Wyatt Stanzik. Copeland Steele. Zamaria Steele. Dylan Staley. Xander Stewart. Kayla Stopsky. Owen Stry. Jessica Stroshine. Ada Sucero. Keenan Sullivan. Ava Sutter. Alexandra Tapia. Sophia Tauscher. Isaiah Thames. Kimberly Thappa. Akira Thomas. Abram Thorstensen. Gail Tollefson. Owen Tomanello. Taggart Torgerson. Sophia Trabuco. Jet Tregesser. Nora Tregesser, Matea Tree, Parker Turnbull, Caden Vale, Marisol Vera, Gustavo Villalobos, Nicholas Bolden, Charlotte Voss, Audra Wagstaff, Tu Wah, Dean Wang, Daniel Watkins, Caitlin Weatherly, Josephine Weber, Caden Warenberg, Madeline Weimer, Riker Wellner, Garrett Wise, Richard Wengert, Riley Wentworth, Andrew Westerman, Nisha Wetter, Tyler Wetstein, Craig Whitney, Autumn Wickert, Dallas Wilcox, Amelia Wilkie, Lamonte Wilkinson, Our next graduate is Chase Williams, Ollie Mae Woods, Bradley Rubel, Goku Yang, Isabel Yang, Nicole Yang, Yisak Yamam, Aiden Yoakum, Grace Yolch, Kylie York, Oliver Zastrow, Sade Zeller, Isabella Zempel, McKenna Zalondek Mace, Charlie Laura Becker Yao,
Before our final act of this ceremony, thank you all for attending today's ceremony. Families, caregivers, friends, please plan to meet your graduates outside of the arena as far towards the entrance as possible to clear up space. Graduates, please remember to collect your diploma and a small gift from the family of Davin Tukwa in the nearer of the two large staging rooms. Don't forget to retrieve any other belongings you may have brought today. And the last announcement, any items you may still need to return to Century, especially Chromebooks, please do so next week before you head off to pursue your post-secondary dreams that you're now so well prepared for. Graduates, would you please rise? Members of the Century Class of 2025, please move your tassel to the left side of your cap. It is my privilege to present and wish the very best to the newest graduates of Century High School, the class of 2025. Congratulations.